The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling today? Thank you. Shout out to everybody who's still awake. Technically, for some of y'all, it's morning. It's morning, and we slept the night away. Except I'm still up. I didn't sleep the night away yet. But let me say what's up to the people before we start. I know my big bro Casey is in here. Shout out to Casey. Thank you for being here. TD, what you call them? TD Pound Cakes? What you call them? What's up, Tiffany? How you doing? What's up, Toya? Thank you. Hola. What's up, V? How you doing? You still up? What's up, Maxie? Shout out to everybody across the pond. I appreciate y'all. I know y'all be up around this time because it's morning for y'all. It's morning. Yes, make sure y'all hit that like button. What's up, Sexy 60? Good morning. What's up, Foxy Brown? Thank you for being here. What's up, Naughty? What you doing up right now? Or did you just wake up? Hold on, I got to take that Jakes. not Pound Cake, take that Jakes. Wow. You gotta love it. What's up, Cheryl? Thank you for being here. Shout out to everybody coming in the room. I know as you guys either will catch this in the morning or I might do a replay of this so you guys can catch, I'll re-premiere it so you guys can catch it later. But I kind of wanted to talk about this before I went to bed because I'm like, if I don't talk about this before I go to bed, it's going to be weighing on my mind. And in the morning, I ain't going to feel like talking about it. So here we go, y'all. And by the way, did y'all like my new intro? Let me know if you liked it. I try to change it up. No, I can't use that song right now. We have to wait, for some legalities before we can use the song again. So wanted to switch it up and change it a little bit. But anyway, hold on. Let me see if I can pull that receipt. No, I'll wait to pull the receipt. Can't sleep over tired from New Year's. Oh, you was partying up on New Year's, huh? That's what you was doing, Naughty. Okay, I ain't mad at you. What's up, Juicy G? Okay, so enough of the pleasantries. Let's go ahead and get into it. So if you guys don't know or may not know, Larry Reid did end up going live just, I want to say a few hours ago. And he had said that, he had dropped a few receipts and along with a bombshell as well, too. So he had posted some of Manasseh and TD Jake's messages that they had back and forth with each other, right? And he had also stated that there were gifts given too as well. Like he bought TD Jakes a Bentley. It was some kind of car, Bentley, and some other things too as well. So Manasseh was also buying TD Jakes gifts, but he stated that it didn't seem like Jakes wanted the gifts because, first of all, Jakes is rich. He didn't want the gifts. He wanted the being, he wanted Manasseh for himself. That's what he's alluding to, or he's alleging. Because from the receipts that we got, I didn't see anything as far as grooming. For me, what I see is that it's very strange and weird, and it might be inappropriate. I think inappropriate would be the correct word, but I can't say that it was grooming. And the way my mind went, I automatically went with Eddie Long. And I don't know about you, Miss Bugs, but I went with, oh, this is an Eddie Long situation. So I was assuming that they are stating that there was an inappropriate relationship with um with boys that are not 18. Did anybody else get that perception, or was that just me that there was like inappropriate conversation going on and these are minors? Did anybody else get that perception, or was it just me? And y'all can call me out if I'm wrong. Yes, okay, Casey, yes, okay. Because the conversation that was posted was in 2016, and me and Manasseh, I believe, we're the same age. So he would have been an adult. And I'm not saying that you can't groom an adult. I'm not saying that. I know you can. But I'm trying to figure out where is the elite, like, if it's criminal. Because what we are assuming from all the conversations that it was something criminal. Now, if you're saying that this man is trying to come on to a man that's, one, not gay, and then secondly, while he's married, trying to come on to another man, yeah, that's definitely inappropriate. And that's definitely something that he should not be doing. I'm just trying to wonder what's criminal. Like, what's the criminal part? That's where I'm still a little confused by. And now I know there's two other victims, and we're going to get into that, but I want to talk about Manasseh and what, Larry Reid was alluding to. So I'm going to go ahead and post it right here. And this is from Larry Reid's channel. I'll go ahead and make sure that I have the link to his video in the description. Okay, so this was the first one. This was the picture. First, Larry Reid showed the picture, and he was all like, yo, there's something wrong with the picture. Now I'm gonna show you guys the picture, and now the timing. Like, it was really early in the morning when he sent this, and TD Jake said, "Thinking of you." Now, yeah, sending a message like that early in the morning, yeah, a little weird, right? But I don't know if this picture was inappropriate. Like, I never text a preacher or a pastor, so I don't know what's inappropriate and what's not appropriate. But from this picture, TD Jakes wasn't being, how do I put this for the algorithm? Was it being seductive? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Okay, y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then as you guys can see at the bottom, it says thinking of you. Now, Larry was alluding to, like, he had his chest poked out and stuff like that. And I guess he's trying to say that this is his way of, like, testing the waters. Like, this is to see if Manasseh was going to bite back. But again, he did not show Manasseh's response. He did not show Manasseh what he said, back to TD Jakes after he sent him this photo. Again, this photo is very weird. Like, it's kind of like, why you know what it reminds me of? When your parents, want to send you a selfie when they on vacation or when they doing something or they bought something new, and they be like, oh, look at this. And they take a picture in front of it. Like, that could have been like a new poster that he had in the background and he wanted to take a picture of it. That's what it looked like to me. This doesn't scream inappropriate. Weird, because it was sent at 2:33 in the morning. He's saying thinking of you. But again, what was their relationship like? Did they check up on each other frequently? Did they talk to each, like, he had his chest out and his bottoms out? No, oh my God. Showing off his new mic. Exactly. To me, this is not proof. And I know a lot of people are going to eat me up and be like, AT2, you're victim shaming. Oh my God. But this doesn't tell me anything. Is that what you're saying? Oh my god! I should have probably put that comment up. I don't know if the P word is bad, but to me, this doesn't look weird. Yes, and maybe he was testing the waters. Now, I do agree with that. Maybe he was testing the waters to see, like, oh yeah, let me show you. Ooh, I'm thinking of you. I uh, I don't know, showing off his big money. Their on was more proof on. Oh, naughty, oh shit. But yeah, this to me didn't prove anything. Like, I'm trying to see, like, okay, what is this exactly proving? Oh, somebody sent me a blessing. We got to pray for somebody. Somebody sent me a blessing right now. Hold on. Oh, thank you, thank you, Miss Bugs. I appreciate that. Thank you for the offering. I appreciate that, my sister. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. What's up, Quadi? Happy New Year's. What's up, Starneek? He knew what he was doing with that mic in the pick. Okay, so you guys think that this is suggestive? What he said, but with the allegation of like grooming, I just thought it would be something more definitive. Like, hey, I can like, because I'm still confused by the Manasseh buying TD Jakes a Bentley and stuff like that. Like, usually I would think like with the grooming, TD Jakes would be the one buying Manasseh gifts. And again, this is not all the receipts. Again, we're being spoon fed receipts again. But this doesn't let me know anything, at least for me personally. It's weird. Definitely weird. But I wouldn't say like this makes TD Jakes guilty of anything. Just weird. But let me do a 30-second countdown. Um, do you guys feel like this receipt proves anything that TD Jakes is a groomer? Yes or no? Okay, Mona said yes. Okay, she said yeah. Okay, Miss Buck said yes. Starneek said yes. Casey said yes. Okay, I don't know if I just got a selfie. I'll be like, oh, this is kind of weird. Like, I don't know if I would be like, oh yeah, I know for a fact that this ooh, he's flirting with me, or I just be like, oh, this is kind of weird. Like, I think I'm just gonna ignore this. And maybe he did ignore it. And I am trying to, because the video that I watched from a year ago, Manasseh had said that he was 30. He had said he was 34. And that was a year ago with an interview from Larry Reid where he said he was 34. Uh oh, he was born in 1996. 1996, he would be 30. He'd be 30 or turning 30. So in 2016, that was about 5 years ago. Oh damn, I got my math all wrong. No, that was more than 5 years ago. He would have been like, um, no, 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 no. He would have been an adult. We know that. No, he was not 30 when he got this text. Yeah, so 1996, he would be 27 now. Yes, he was probably trying to entice him who was oh god, not the possibly. Oh, Nina, I didn't know that dated Angela Simmons. Oh, thank you, Ray Ray. I appreciate that. So he was in his early 20s. Now, what I'm still trying to correlate is what kind of relationship did they have? Like with each other. And I'm not saying like, as far as like a relationship, that's not what completely platonic, but like, was he looking for like guidance or like a spiritual father or something like that? Because still, who his spiritual father was or who he was like mentored by was this guy, Benny Hinn. The guy that would wave his jacket in front of you and everybody would fall out. This was his spiritual father, and you can see them in videos together. But I've never seen him and TD Jakes like pictures together or anything like that. And again, obviously he has text messages, so he had some kind of relationship with him, right? But it's not. But like, I guess I'm just trying to get to where, okay, you got this guy, he's sending you messages. It's weirding you out. It's strange. Why not just ignore it or just be like, hey, I think we should keep the conversation geared towards, A, B, C, and D. I don't want it to veer off to any. And again, at the time, he might not have known it was inappropriate. I will give leeway. He might not have known something was going on, but from what I'm understanding from what Larry Reid was saying, that he knew that it was inappropriate. He was and he kind of backed away. So this is another message that he had shown, and you see them kind of talking. So in the blue, that's Manasseh, and in the gray, that's TD Jakes. And they're talking about some kind of TV project. You see, he said, "Good for you. I start around the third week of July." Blah blah blah. Now this one doesn't have a date. Oh yes, it does have a date. Actually, in 2016. And then you see at the bottom it said, and this is from TD Jakes allegedly, where it says, "You're awfully quiet. How's it going?" But then we can't see what Manasseh said back to him. But Larry Reid had stated that Manasseh had felt uncomfortable. And so this is why he didn't respond immediately. But we do see something highlighted in blue. It's just cut off so we can't see what it says. But from this conversation that I see right here, I don't see anything inappropriate. Oh, wait, how am I? Can you guys still see me? I mean, not see me. Can you guys hear me? I'm sorry about that. I don't know why I was playing the countdown music. Okay, I'm still here. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I was wondering why this is only worth that to a man with as much as a K. I don't know what that means, Stephanie. I need more than 500K to hush lots more. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying now. I'll tell my friends all the time I'm thinking of them. That is just a term of endearment. Yes. I'm just starting to believe that men with money and fame dibble and dabble. Oh Lord, sexual things with female and or male. Nothing surprises me. True. Now we're like nothing surprises me. Look at the top conversation. Okay. So it says, bought a home, miss you. I'm in a better space mentally and emotionally. How was the TV show? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I didn't even realize that. Naughty. Shout out to Naughty. So it seems like they would check in on each other. See, it seemed like they had a relationship where they would check in on each other. So, because in the blue, that's allegedly Manasseh. He said he just bought a new home, miss you. He's in a better space mentally and emotionally. How's it going? The show coming along, all that stuff. Oh my God. What's up, Miss Curiosity? Thank you for being here. And happy 5 months, Mona. Thank you for being a member. So, how do you guys feel about the text messages? Do you guys think that these text messages are inappropriate or no? Powerpuff Jakes was blowing Manasseh whistle too short. Yeah, that's the way it reads to me too. That's why I'm asking because again, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, but this is just reading like a hey, we checking in on each other, we're cool friends. Good night, happy new year. Happy New Year, Access Entertainment. People refuse to see the truth when it is right in front of you. Again, I don't know. You see it as okay, this was something going on or this was something inappropriate, but this doesn't necessarily approve. I mean, not approve, but prove that he was grooming. I feel like this conversation, it was just proving that he was checking in on a friend. And basically, he was saying, like, hey, I hadn't heard from you. Like, are you all right? I know I had checked in on somebody before. I was all like, hey, I just want to tell you Merry Christmas. Hopefully everything's going all right because I hadn't heard from them, and I know they were dealing with some stuff, and I was just checking in on them. Yes, Tasia. Yes, and I think that's why I'm gonna go ahead and take this down real quick. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and take it down. And I think for me, that's what I'm still struggling with. If Manasseh was able to explain this in his own words and actually we could hear the emotion and like what he actually and he explains this, I think it would be so much better. And again, I know people are going to say it was hard for him to even probably do this, and he still. I get it, but if you're still doing videos you can explain you can say something and be direct and don't say oh well there's a guy that did this and I don't want to say but yet you tell Larry Reid to say it for you. That's where the message get a little confusing, but again he can only really tell his story no matter how much information or whatever he gives to Larry. Only Manasseh can really tell his story. I can't tell his story. You can't tell his story. Larry can't tell his story. Only Manasseh can really tell his story. So we're kind of left like, okay, we're still weighing options and we still don't know what is really what. But from what we have seen, um, I think what I'm looking for just something concrete, like, "Ooh, baby, send me some pictures or something, something." I don't want to go into detail, but y'all know what I'm saying, right? Y'all know when people ask you for things and ask you for favors, something concrete. And again, this is only a little bit, and they're spoon feeding us a little information at a time. This is why black men don't show sensitive sides because you be considered weak. True. Here's the link of his allegedly relationship with Angela Simmons. Oh, it won't let you post a link because you're not a moderator. But I'll definitely look it up though. I feel like they are gaslighting. And Larry Reid had said that well, he had talked about the other victim, alleged victims, but he had also mentioned that he feels like Manasseh is owed a check because Manasseh gave him gifts as far as like a Bentley and other things. But did Manasseh give that willingly or was he coerced into giving that to him? Now, a lot of people will say, like, oh, you feel like you have to give gifts or, give money to your spiritual advisor and all this stuff and wine and dine them. But TD Jason always say, I didn't ask for that. I never told him that. I never asked for those gifts. Obviously, he has money. He doesn't need material things. So for me, I would have to know like he was trying to get money out of him or promise some things that he was going to do this and that, and this is why Manasseh bought him. Like that's what I more need to hear. Like he felt like he had to buy him or give him things in order to be at a certain level or to do a certain thing. That's what I think most of us are looking for, or at least for me. I'll speak for myself. At least for me, I'm looking for something more concrete so I can be like, oh, you got him, you got this. And again, I'm not going to tell y'all that, oh, I think TD Jakes is being framed. He's an innocent man. No, because if there's other victims out there, and if TD Jakes' team allegedly told Larry Reid that they was going to pay him $500K to, shut his mouth and not say anything, oh, where there's smoke, there's fire. I believe that. Don't get me wrong. Because when TD Jakes got on his pulpit, on his not pulpit, but when he was on the stage and he said, I haven't always been perfect or I'm not a perfect man, that to me was admitting to some kind of guilt, something he done in his past. And I don't know if it's necessarily anything to do with this or just a general sense, but he's letting you know, like, okay, well, I'm not perfect, but I didn't necessarily do X, Y, and Z. So whatever he's guilty of or whatever he feels, bad about, that will all come out. But again, usually, okay, so in the Eddie Long situation, right? Those boys came from, they were impoverished. Um, they didn't have resources. They also didn't have fathers. They didn't come from, the best circumstances. And they were 15 teenagers, right? They were teenagers. So we can't forget that. They were teenagers, right? So in this situation, with Manasseh, even though he had a strange relationship with his father, like he does come from, and listen, the Jordans, they got money. They got money. And Manasseh actually has money. And I've been debating on whether or not I wanted to talk about Manasseh's lawsuit that he had. But I think I'm going to talk about it. It's only fair. It's only fair we talk about it. So I'm going to do a separate video on that because I don't want to mix the two and conflate them. What's up, Carol? Thank you for being here. Well, Manuel, I don't think this has anything to do with the gay community because we don't know if it's true or not. We don't even know if it's true. It's still up in the air whether or not, because there's been no charges. These are all allegations. Could TD Jakes possibly like him a little cock-a-doodle-doo every now and then? Because I'm trying to say without saying it. Does he like a little cock-a-doodle-doo? I don't know. Possibly. But are we going to say that he's a groomer? Or is he having inappropriate conversations that he shouldn't be having with another man at 2 some in the morning? Or simply was he checking up on a friend and he's having having a conversation? Because from what we got with this message, let me pull it back up. This seems like a mutual conversation, like they would check up on each other. I don't see with this conversation, I don't see anything inappropriate or I don't see anything sexualized. Anything, inappropriate, sexualized. I don't see anything gay about, like, I don't see any of that. This conversation doesn't give me that. But let me ask you guys, do you guys feel like this conversation was inappropriate at all? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. Okay, I'm trying to tell you. I always laugh when you say that. Take that. Jakes was checking on his baby daddy to see. Wait, so Casey, are you under the impression that they might have had a mutual thing going on? Like this wasn't like like they had. Let me know what you mean, Casey. I want to know what you mean. It's suspicious. Yes, I agree with that. I will agree. Very suspicious. But does it prove that he's guilty of anything? Because to me, right now, it's just giving weird. It's a very weird dynamic. But again, we can't see the full length of a message. Excuse me. Like, I'm not even going to address this, but I will say this. There's a lot of times people like to post like screenshots of messages or DMs that I send or something like that. And so what they will do is only send the part where it's like me cussing somebody out, right? But they're not sending what led up to me cussing them out and saying very vulgar things about them or about their mama, about their daddy. They're not posting, they're not posting the full picture. They're just giving you guys little snippets and it looks like I'm just crazy cussing somebody out, right? So with this, I'm not saying that the messages are doctored. We just can't see the full length of everything that have been said. So I can assume that that it's inappropriate, the conversation, or it might be a little strange or weird, but I can't prove that this man is grooming someone. Because again, Manasseh first original video when he said exposing the church, he titled it Exposing the Church. He was talking about grooming, how people say, hey, I can help you out. I can, I can do this for you, and the things that they would say. I didn't see any of those things in this text exchange so far. Knowing what we know now, it is inappropriate. At the same time, if Manasseh's father wasn't in his life, it's easy to see him checking on him. Oh, Tasia, that's a good one because maybe. Okay, so here's another thing. Thank you for bringing that up because it possibly could be a thing where TD Jakes know he doesn't have a good relationship with his father because, as I understand, it's just recent in the few years that they became cool again and stuff like that due to Larry Reid, which is a good thing. He got them back together and stuff. However, Maybe he was all like, "Hey, I'm just gonna check up on him." Like, if your parents are checking up on you, it doesn't matter what time it is. They're just checking to see how you doing. And yeah, it could have been taken that way too as well. We don't know the dynamics of their relationship. Because I'll be honest, when this whole thing came out, I was thinking that, TD Jakes was constantly probably like messaging him and like bothering him. But it seemed like they had a mutual exchange going on. Like these are mutual text messages between each other. We know how it looks, and y'all probably been in this situation. Somebody you want nothing to do with keeps messaging you, and you might not respond to most of them, but you'll give one word answers. Like they'll ask you, "How are you?" and you say, "Fine." "How's your day going?" "It's cool." "Did you eat today?" "Yes." You know how it is when you don't want to communicate and talk to somebody. These communications are back and forth. What are people doing up at 2 and 3 in the morning? Yeah, a little weird, but hell, I mean, it's 1:21 where I am, and and some of y'all on the Central Time, Eastern. So what y'all doing up watching me right now? Is this inappropriate? Like, it can go a whole bunch of different ways. I don't think this is so black and white and so cut through. If they was in a relationship, I still don't think there was necessarily anyone being groomed. Oh, if this was a mutual, innocent for folks who folks don't settle. Hmm. Sergeant King, can you retype that? I'm not understanding. Wide awake, right? Uh, all I know lately, our community is taking a lot of slack. I find that stuff sus. Hmm. What do you mean by that, Manuel? Can you explain? 2:30, married another man. Is he going to expose him or not? He not. Oh, I could have read it here. I'm sorry. Or not? He not sounding good. Just do it. Prolong it makes it. Yes, Nita. Yes, Nita. I think this whole back and forth thing, and spoon feeding us information and not just dropping everything at once. That's what has a lot of people frustrated. It reminds me of the Christian Keys. He put a lot out there, gave us context clues, but then left us hanging, and we're kind of like, okay, well, are we now supposed to forget about it? And again, most people do. We only have a quick attention span. Most people forget things. The other day, like somebody had posted a picture of Lizzo, and they were like, "Wait, I thought we were supposed to hate Lizzo because she was fat shaming and doing all that." Lizzo still has a lawsuit out, and we forgot about that, didn't we? TDJ was listening to Teddy P and Barry White. Oh, he doesn't look like his mother nor father. I wonder if he adopted. Oh, you don't think he looks like them? He kind of looks like Michael Jackson to me. I'm not trying to be funny when I say that, but he kind of look like Michael. Not true, my friend. It's 4:22 a.m. Eastern. I'm woke, getting ready for work. Oh, okay, okay. Mentorship is not grooming. Right, 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 right. And so, Sue, we need to know what the dynamic of the relationship was. Agreed. Good morning, Miss ATL and Stan. Thank you for being here. I feel like there's more to this, but we are only seeing one side. I want to know what Manasseh did. Like, why did he buy him a car? Yeah. Why did he feel compelled to buy him a car, specifically a Bentley, and give him money as well too? The money, that one's still kind of like up in the air because I don't know if that was like some kind of tidings or was that for some kind of project or something like that. Jake's wouldn't want to settle if it's not true. Excuse me. Oh, you know what, guys? I kind of skipped around the money thing with the 500K. Let me explain that a little better. Let me just read this one. Well, you have all this Diddy um, thing getting all of this coverage, and feel a lot more, many more things are going to come out. And if you look, everyone is black. Well, no, I don't think that because there's that guy. What's his name? David. Um, what's the guy from the '70s show that got arrested for R wording the two girls? Uh, I can't think of his name for some reason. Danny Masterson. Like that's somebody, and granted, that was like a few months ago, but that was somebody who, no, I don't think it's just our people. I think because technically, whatever kind of content creator that you watch or the people, it's mostly black. Like, say, for example, most of the content creators that I watch happen to be black. And so more than likely they're going to talk about black topics. So I never want y'all to think like, oh, it just seems like they're coming down on all the black people. No, 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 no. It's because of the sector that we're in. If we watch someone else of a different skin tone or a different hue, we would see more they people. Yeah, don't worry about it. We know who you're talking about. Okay, let me get back to the money part. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You know who I'm talking about. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I get you, Miss ATL. And okay, so Larry had dropped the name of a person who is allegedly another victim of TD Jakes, right? He gave it to someone who he has a mutual friend with TD Jakes. They told TD Jakes, and he said allegedly they came back to him and was all like, hey, yo, we can give you 500K to basically just silence go away. And Larry Reid said, oh, I could use that 500K, but he said no. He did say no. And so TD Jakes is really acting guilty without anything concrete and hard hitting evidence to incriminate him of anything. Oh yeah, they said Bill Clinton is like something like number 36, like individual number 36. So yeah, there's things that go on. Thank you, Tasia, for that one. Thank you for reminding me. So I'm not offering any money if I don't think, and mind you, this hasn't even went to court. So why would TD Jakes team or whoever on his team offer Larry Reid money to go quiet or to leave this situation alone? That's very strange to me. Just like I find it strange that TD Jakes even addressed all these rumors. And remember, I asked you guys, should he have spoke about it or should he just had never addressed it? And everybody said he shouldn't have addressed it at all. He didn't take it as like, oh, these are outlandish claims. Like he seemed like he was very perturbed about the allegations and stuff that people were saying. And mind you, TD Jakes spoke before this whole grooming thing came out with Manasseh. That wasn't until after TD Jakes spoke, Manasseh came out with his video and and everything went downhill. This was just about TD Jakes being a power bottom. Like, so now Larry Reid gave him a name of a victim. And so his team wanted to offer Larry Reid 500K to be quiet and shut up about it. Something's very messy about that. Some ain't clean in the milk or in the water, whatever that old school term is. I feel like Larry guilty of stuff. This is a distraction. Is Larry telling the truth? He is messy. Did he show proof? Oh, you just got here, huh, Miss ATL and Stan? For those of you just coming in the room, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the picture again.
Say members only jacket or membership. I think they said membership. Make sure you.
Okay, that was an ad. I didn't mean to post that. I apologize. But yes, if you want to sign up for the membership, Stephanie, can you drop the link? Thank you. All right, so this is evidence number one. So this was a picture that TD Jakes had sent Manasseh, and it said, "Thinking of you." And now Casey and a few others had talked about how TD Jakes had his chest all poked out and everything like that. And it's very seductive, I guess, for a preacher or a pastor, right? Or a bishop. To me, yeah, it is weird that this was sent at 2:30 something in the morning. However, for me, I would just think like, oh, this is kind of weird. I don't know if this proves that he was grooming Manasseh. And then this one right here, if you go all the way down to the bottom at the grade, TD Jakes has said, "You're awful quiet. How's it going?" And Larry Reid said Manasseh was feeling uncomfortable, and this is why, he was backing away from TD Jakes. However, this looks like they were having a full-on conversation, because at the top, he even says, but this is Manasseh in the blue. It says, "Bought a new home, miss you. I'm in a better space mentally and emotionally." This seems like they just had a relationship where they check in on each other. This is not giving me inappropriate. This is not giving me somebody is guilty of anything. Yeah, it definitely is a hot mess all the way. You ain't lying about that. You ain't lying. Not a deflection on Diddy. It's Victoria's. Shut up, Casey. What's up, Queen B More? Why the mic? Could it have been a little sus? I'll give it to you, a little sus, but I can't say it's just weird. Like, I'll be like, all right, that's kind of weird. Like at 2:30 in the morning, you like, why is he all dressed up? Like, shouldn't you be in your pajamas? Well, hell, it's 1:30 in the morning. I ain't in no pajamas, so yeah, I still got jeans on. Yeah, I'll say this. I think for the serious allegation, right? Oh, time zone difference, that could have been a thing, because doesn't Manasseh live in no, I think Manasseh lives in Florida or something like that, right? He lives in, I'm not sure. But yeah, time zone could have been a thing, right? For me personally, I feel like if it's an allegation like you're grooming and you're doing this and that, I need something more concrete. That's a good point, Miss. He could have been traveling. What if he's overseas? We have people in the chat right now, in the UK. They're up right now. We don't know. We talk to each other on all different kind of time zones because this is social media. This is what we do. I have to rewind this to start out. Oh, okay, Queen B More. I was wondering that too. Who took that picture? That's very weird because that wasn't a selfie. Tasia, I didn't even think about that. Who took that picture? Who was up at 2:30 in the morning? Or did he again, I have a timer countdown when I take pictures, so he could have had a 5 second or 10 second countdown, ran back to his chair and took the picture. Ooh, that's how you feel operations? Damn. What's up, Hood Hacks? Thank you for being here. And make sure you guys hit that like button. I keep forgetting to tell y'all that. Hit the like button, because if I don't, y'all won't. Yeah, I need more information. But just for me, if we're gonna be accusing somebody of a serious allegation, I don't want to play the games with spoon-fed information. I need hard-hitting, concrete proof that this man is who he is. And again, I'm not saying TD Jakes is or not. It's just from what I have seen. Is it some weird shit going on? Yeah. But when we don't have the full context or the full story of something, it's going to look a little strange. You know what I mean? Now, if we had the whole conversation, yeah, we'll be able to pick through and dissect, right? We would be able to pick through, dissect things, and try to figure out, like, okay, well, this we know for a fact that it's this or that. Like, no, because so far what it's showing is a mutual conversation. Yeah, we know what that one how that one gets down exactly, Miss ATL Stan. A good question. Somebody said he didn't pay his Illuminati taxes allegedly. James looks surprised in this picture. Yeah, he does look surprised, like he's caught off guard. Maybe this is a picture that somebody took and he just had this in his phone. You feel like it's getting creepy by the day. See, you think it's getting creepy. I'm getting confused. Yeah, he said that he has more. Remember, Larry is in control of this narrative, just how he wants it. Oh, that's what you think, operations? You think that Larry Reid is like basically. I mean, you have a point because he's able to tell the story because Manasseh hasn't said anything. Y'all are wild. How does a person of the cloth prepare for a sermon with a chair clear? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. With a clear, good question. How do they with a clear conscience? I don't know. Oh, could be right. Ooh, okay. Let me ask y'all because a lot of people don't like when I ask this question. But do you feel that Manasseh should tell his story, or are you okay with Larry telling the story? Let me know in the chat. 30. I agree. I agree. Manasseh should tell his own story because only he can give us the emotion that we need to feel in order to believe whatever story is going on. I don't want to say narrative because that implies that it's fake. But whatever story that he's trying to tell, he needs to be able to let us know. Um, Again, I feel like for a serious allegation like this, not only because it seems like Larry Reid is too close to the situation, but just because it's so serious, it's like don't try to spoon feed us a little bit at a time. Like this is either you're gonna drop everything and let us know the full story, or don't say anything at all and let this play out how it's supposed to play out with either some kind of paperwork being put on somebody. But I don't like to be spoon fed information because then it just seems like this is just a game. And it shouldn't be a game. And I just don't know what kind of money, he's saying like, oh, he deserves a check, but the other person deserves a check too. But from what I'm seeing about, and that could be true because we don't know the full story on the other victims. But with Manasseh, I don't see anything that warrants he needs to get a check for anything. I'm still left confused. I don't know. I don't see anything that tells me that, yeah, TD Jakes did this X, Y, and Z to Manasseh. This just lets me know, like, okay, yeah, it's weird, but I'm not gonna say that TD Jakes is a groomer. Like, that's serious. Without knowing all the facts, I can't say that. Right, right. I can have an opinion of TD Jakes, like Casey. I know Casey has an opinion, but can he say for a fact that he thinks TD Jakes is, you know, X, Y? No, he couldn't say. He can't say, yeah, I know based off of this that TD Jakes is guilty of X, Y. It doesn't look like it. And what I'm noticing now, the striking channels and stuff like that, yeah, I do. I did, and I did say, you right. Manuel did call me out because I did say where there's smoke, there's fire. I did say that. However, um, I'm more alluding to he might have had a few extramarital affairs, but I'm not trying to call him like a groomer. That's a little, yeah. If he like a little cockadoodle doo every now and then, uh, that's on him. He shouldn't be doing that as a married man. But I don't, I just feel like the grooming, why not? That's some shit. Like, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know. And then he's supposed to be a bishop and everything like that. Is he morally corrupt? Yeah, I think morally he can be corrupt. Yeah. Uh-huh. I can see it. But is he a criminal? And that's where I'm getting confused because when this stuff came out, I'm thinking criminal. Go to jail. You don't get to collect 200, go to jail. I'm thinking that like some charges are going to come down on him and he's going to be arrested or he's going to have to, pay up or whatever. That's what I'm thinking when you put something out there like a rumor and doing this and that. From what I'm seeing, he has not done anything illegal. He's done stuff immoral. Did I say the word right? Immoral? Yes, 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 yes. You're right about that, Miss ATL and Stan. Why do I think he's morally corrupt? Uh, because he doing too much talking for no one to have dropped any evidence. What it looks like to me, he should have just said, "Oh, this is some kind of smear campaign, BS." Like, I'm not, the way he kind of came out and he had a serious tone and just, it gave me like there might be some shit going on, but it's not what y'all think it is. That's what he's letting me know. There might be something that happened, but it ain't what people are saying that happened. Um, you think he was inspired by Christian Keys? Mm, mm. Oh, you think he trying to get money? Now, Larry said that he's not trying to get money. He said he's trying to get the victims' money. Excuse me, but I don't know if Manasseh, from what we've seen, I don't know if he's a victim. Well, let me ask you guys this. Let me say this because I don't want to say just money because people go with that. I want to say, do you think that Larry Reid might have a ulterior motive? Yes or no? True, definitely, definitely true. You're right about that, Miss ATL Stand. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, yes. Taxes, yes. Okay, of course. Okay, so no, I'm noticing that there's two different sides to this. And I'm gonna say this. This might be controversial. I'm noticing that if your team, Larry Reed, it seemed like everybody over there are like, "Yo, TD Jakes is X, Y, and Z. He did this, blah 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 blah." But if you're not someone who necessarily follows the church and stuff like that, and you just have like an open mind, and I'm not saying the people that follow Larry Reid don't have an open mind, but you just think differently, you're not necessarily saying that TD Jakes is right or wrong. You're just all like, I need to see more. And so it seems like this crowd over here that says, like, okay, we need to see more. And when we ask that, because I was in Thaisa's chat, but before I went live, I was in Thaisa's chat like an hour ago, right? And I was all like, I basically said that I was still, confused by what's going on. And Thais was all like, what don't you get? Shout out to Thais. We not beefing or nothing. But he was like, what you got questions on, AT2? Go ahead and ask your questions. Like, what questions do you still have? Like, I'm not understanding. He wasn't understanding why I still had questions. And I'm all like, Negro, because it's not black and white. But I wasn't trying to I wasn't trying to argue or fight with him. But I noticed that if you are, team somebody, you just all like, oh, this is what it is. I know it. And it's like, no, I think it's okay if you have questions. I definitely because we're getting into a thing where we can't even ask questions. Even when it doesn't make sense, we can't ask no questions. Something black and white, yeah, I don't think you should be asking questions, right? But something that's not clear, and especially again, we have to go back to this. We're hearing third party information. We're not hearing it from the actual source. We're hearing it from the source through a third party. If there's a statement that AT2 needs to make, AT2 is going to make that statement. Or he's going to say, mind your own damn business. Either one of those two. That's what AT2 is going to do. He's going to tell you, mind your own damn business, or he's going to give you his statement. They're not going to be like, hey, I'm going to give it to Tasia, and Tasia is going to tell everybody what my statement is. Expensive what? Stephanie, hit me up in the DM and tell me what what she gave him. I want to know why Manasseh wants from this his own words and why he's letting LR speak on his behalf. You should be allowed to question the church or an entity, right? If I am rich, I am doing an Oprah. I am a giver, right? Context and perspective. I feel like it's a reach and he's trying to make it fit the narrative. Oh, you feel like he's not credible. My thing is TD Jakes acting like he is P. Diddy, that way he's acting the way he's acting. Oh, okay, you feel like he's acting like Diddy. I want all the text in full context and not half and crop. Yes. Yes. And again, what's up, Melanie? I know I didn't go to sleep. Again, it would be different if this was a situation where it was clear cut. We had all the information up front and we were able to make our own assumptions of what went down and what happened. But because we're only being spent spoon fed information and not everything, and we're not hearing from the person exactly. Like, I don't like, for example, Larry Reid can have all the facts. I'm not saying Larry Reid doesn't know all the facts that was told to him. I'm just saying, no matter what, Larry Reid can't convey an emotion that Manasseh would be able to convey because we haven't heard Manasseh's side of it. We've heard him talk, roundabout, but he hasn't said like, this man did this to me. This is how it made me feel. I can't believe that he would do. We haven't heard that. Now he did speak to, there's two other people that was victimized by the same person, and one was actually had stuff done to him. And he was a little bit emotional about that, but that was somebody who he said had stuff done to him, not to the other victim, but not himself. He was swinging it. Oh, that's what he was doing. Okay, I believe Christian, but again, just he dropped the bomb on us, and then he went away, and it's all like, okay, well now what are we supposed to do? Okay, I went to the strip club. That's where I'm up. If y'all really want to know. Anyway, if the microphone was black. Oh no, it did. Yes, prayers for Japan. Wow, I didn't know that. And for those of you who don't, what's up, Amanda? And for those of you who don't know what Stephanie is talking about, Benny Hinn. Now, this was or is, I should say, Manasseh's mentor. This man right here, swinging that jacket. All the people fainting. Y'all see that? Falling all over the place. He picked them up again, knocked them down again. So these are the kind of church folks that we deal with. So when you look at these people, you're like, this is like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when I got all of a sudden, when I started talking about this TD Jakes thing, it took me down a whole rabbit hole of things. And I'm all like, ain't nobody clean. I promise you. Right. That's what it reminded me of. And so ain't nobody hands are clean. Now, I'm not saying Manasseh did the same stuff as TD Jakes. I'm not saying that. But nobody hands are clean. Again, I've been debating on whether or not I wanted to do this video about how Manasseh got his millions. I've been debating it, and I think since I keep teasing it to y'all, I'm just gonna do it. Do you guys think I should do the video about how Manasseh got his millions? Let me know in the chat. I won't do a 30-second countdown, but let me know. Should I do a video about how Manasseh allegedly got his millions? Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And again, the reason why I'm not saying it on this video is because I don't want to conflate that I'm saying that he's not a victim. I'd rather do it separately. But what I will say is that there's a reason why they got that law about, the consumer phone law about, getting robocalls and stuff like that. There's a reason why they got that law. His money, I don't know. Could be. Have a good night, Prissy. Um, oh, you wouldn't trust them on any day. Oh, wow. Ooh, so do we call somebody a victim that's like, and that's the thing, because here's the thing. Larry Reid said out of his own mouth that he was never that Manasseh was never essayed or anything like that, right? He said Manasseh was never essayed or anything. He was just groomed. So it's not clear on, like, okay. Oh, and he also said that Manasseh refused whatever TD Jakes was allegedly trying to do. He refused it. So if he refused it, then would that still make him a victim of something or no? Because that kind of, again, that's very confusing, because with the text messages that I showed you guys again, and this is from Larry Reid's channel, this picture right here, a little weird. He sent that picture with the microphone and said, thinking of you, a little weird, but I'm not going to say that incriminates him of anything. A little weird, but hey. Yes, a victim of grooming, victim of groom. Oh, hold on. I read Karen and then from his spiritual father. Okay. Um, it it makes you feel a certain way, but you're no victim. Right, these televangelists. Rev Ike. Yeah, I would like to know what. That's a good question. I don't know what it means exactly. But now, when you use the word spiritual father, wouldn't that be somebody who, or spiritual son, right? Wouldn't you say, like, oh, this is somebody who kind of takes you under their wing? They're checking up on you. Because let me show you the next screenshot. And L, I'm not picking on you. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just using you as an example. That mic prop was supposed to. Wait, so y'all all think the mic was supposed to suggest like that's a ding a ling a ling? Y'all are crazy. Okay, so these messages right here. What's up, Poetic? Thank you for coming. So this is TD Jakes in the Gray. He said, "You're awful quiet. How's it going?" But then at the bottom, we can't see what Manasseh said the next day. So this is incomplete. Can you read them aloud? Okay, yeah. So the top part right here, right? This is Manasseh in the blue. It says, bought a new home, miss you. Mind you, he said, miss you. Miss you. I'm in a better place mentally and emotionally. How is the TV coming along? It looks amazing. Then TD Jakes go, good for you. I start around the third week of July. I'm too excited. And then Manasseh says, wow, that's so cool. I will be watching your filming in LA. Yes, I am. And then Manasseh says, congrats. I know that they expanded the amount of homes you're in. Talking about how many, homes the network is in. And then TD Jake says, it's growing, laugh out loud. And then he says, you're awful quiet. How's it going? But then we can't see the response. So with this actual text message right here, and like I told you guys, I know we said this a billion times. This lets me know they had a conversation where they kind of go back and forth. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mona. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the super sticker. It's growing with L, no, it wasn't. Y'all are okay, well that's your perception. I don't believe that Cassie turned over anything to the FBI. I don't know that was actually true. I think that was just a rumor, David. I don't know that for a fact. Y'all reaching? Yeah, Prissy, I agree. I think they reaching. That ain't. Y'all are crazy. It's 2 in the morning. I'm about to turn this off. Y'all are wrong. TD had a podcast, and the same pic is probably on his social media. Oh, that's a good question. I wonder, is this picture on his social media? All right. Well, he could be speaking in tongue, not just speaking in code, speaking in tongue. I don't know. I don't know. Allegedly, allegedly. Since y'all know everything. I, I don't. I don't know his sexuality. I will say that Manasseh looks a little eccentric. Very kind of like showy and stuff like that. It gives me like a Prince slash Michael Jackson vibe. But I honestly don't know. But Nina let us know that he dated Angela Simmons, so he definitely liked girls. We just don't know if he liked boys. I don't know. Who buys a band another Bentley truck? That's a good question. I don't know who buys another man a Bentley truck. Yeah, metrosexual. Yeah, definitely could be. Compliment of the new year. Is this a new agenda to to discredit black people? Who in general, Michael? Who are you talking about in general? Yo, he could do a biopic playing Michael Jackson's son. You right about that. Androgynous. Yes, definitely androgynous. Yeah, exactly. Texting like late at maybe not the best thing, but I can't say that it was inappropriate as far as like, yeah, he was trying to ask, excuse me, he was trying to ask him for some milk and cookies. If you catch my drift, wink, wink. Oh, you said he knew he would get a check. And draw the VSS shit. Oh my god, y'all are crazy. You ever seen the old TVN soundstage? If you had, it makes sense where NASA get his aesthetic. No, I haven't. You have to send me a picture of it. TD Jakes needs to step down. Well, I thought his daughter Sarah took over. I thought he already stepped down. Yeah, well, maybe Larry should have started out with the worst text because this ain't giving me that TD Jakes is guilty of anything except sending pictures late at night. That is, I just read. At first, I was confused by your message, Miss ATL is saying, you know you ain't right. I'm gonna pray for you though. Can we see that? Oh my god, y'all want to see that video? All right, he won't step down. Okay, can y'all explain that to me? What was the thing? Because this is all new to me. What was the thing where he gave Sarah, his daughter, the mic and stuff like that? I thought that was him stepping down. That wasn't him stepping down. What was that called? I thought he was like passing her the mic so she could take over. Oh, what's Jordan mad about? Hold on. Getting what he wanted after buying the Bentley. Maybe he thought he was going to get the church, but he gave it to his daughter instead. I don't know. That's a good question. Uh, oh, she is over the conference. Okay, past the conference tour. Oh, I thought he was giving her everything. Oh, no, it's Sarah, not Cora. Cora is the one who stole the baby. I shouldn't have. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought that up. But y'all heard that she stole the baby. Tasha K even did the interview with the lady that she stole the baby from. Okay, she's the main preaching pastor, and okay, got it. Okay, I thought I was the only one confused. I thought that whole scene when he's like crying and she's crying and I thought he was passing the mic to her so she could. Y'all didn't hear that his daughter stole somebody baby. All right, that's going to be another video. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the alleged conversion therapy that he tried to give his sons so they wouldn't be gay anymore. We're going to talk about all that. We're going to dig into TD Jakes a little bit and try to figure some stuff out. Yeah, Cora, she's the baby rock. Yeah, y'all never heard that? I'm not even in the church and I heard that. Stole the baby. Yep. Yep. Stole the baby. Yes. Oh, Michelle Loud is her name. Wait, one of his daughters was pregnant at 13? Oh, no, I didn't even know that. Oh Lord, yeah. Okay, but in seriousness, with the Jakes family, there's a lot of videos on them and stuff like that. Like, they're not the typical clean church family. There's a lot of ins and outs with them. Like with anything, I mean, hell, my family you already know about. But yeah, with families, it's a lot of in and outs and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and that's why yeah, because the father is not in the baby's life and stuff like that. Like she took yeah. Okay, that's the one. Yeah, it's Sarah, the one who got the church now. Okay. Um Wait, what happened, David? He said, I work for a well-known church lawyer that took a meeting with Gina Pearson in 2002 after CP went universal and told my former boss that their life was infested with homosexual. What? What happened? And are you talking about Carlton Pearson? All of this is so interesting to me. I don't follow the spiritual evangelism. However, it's way worse from when I was little. Well, I don't think it's way worse. I think like probably you were blind to it. Right. You're right about that, Chanel. Right. Yeah. No family is without drama. You're right about that, poetic. We're all human at the end of the day. And didn't they say 2024 is going to be the year of exposing? Okay, now y'all going really. Trick to give up the IP, her parental rights by Cora, and TD Jakes and Sharita helped. Yeah, that's more the controversy with the Jakes. That the parents, Sharita and TD Jakes, helped with that whole situation with her stealing the baby. What's up, Melanie? Thank you for being here. All right. Okay, so I caught up to most of your comments and stuff like that. All right, so I just want to say thank you guys for checking out the show. If you guys are late or just getting here, make sure y'all rewind back and check out the full video. Um, Great conversation, good. All in all, like I said, I don't know who's telling the truth, who's not telling the truth. For me personally, I just need to see more evidence, and so we'll wait to see what happens tomorrow. But make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and make sure y'all hit that notification bell too. Um, it's important. So when you go hit the notification bell, make sure you guys press all so you get all of my notifications. But this has been a great show. I appreciate every single one of y'all, even the new people that I haven't seen here. Thank you guys for the super chats and super stickers and everything like that. Oh, the Val vid. Okay, I'll play the damn Val video. Hold on, y'all. We got a video to play before we get out of here. And shout out to Miss Val. Shout out to Red Label. This is all love, but the people asked me to play it. I didn't do it. They asked me to play it.
Okay. Here you go. Okay, Red Label, where you at? Where is all the people that wanted to see Eric? Here he is. So Red Label, come on. He's waiting for you. Your name says Red Label waiting on Eric. So here he is. So pop up, roll up, do whatever it is you're gonna do to Eric since you waiting on him. He's sitting right here waiting on you. What you got on your chat, on your comments? You said you was gonna pew him if he showed up in Minnesota. So he didn't get to Minnesota. So what you got?
Y'all gonna get me in trouble. I should never have played that video for y'all. I swear. Every time I play that video, I'm gonna get so much backlash. But I haven't so far, so I guess I can continue playing it. All right, y'all. Make sure. It's like, who is that? People from the YouTube streets. It's Evangelist Val. Put in Evangelist Val, and you guys will find her. Yeah, that was her husband. She said, there was a guy named Red Label, and he said he was gonna pew him, and so she was like, "Pull up, here he is, Red Label, here he is." So, what's going on with would y'all leave the homosexuals alone? Like, y'all think them choir singers aren't gay? We're gonna go into a different topic. We're gonna leave it alone. But AT2, we love everybody here at the channel. Everybody is welcome. So this conversation going left. Let me go ahead and end it right now. I love y'all. Be safe. And I do agree. Why speaking to L, why did TD Jake's team offer Larry Reid $500K to shut up and not say anything? Why did they offer him $500K if they're innocent? We may never know, but deuces, y'all. We out of here. Love every single one of y'all. Be safe out there. Happy New Year. This year has started off great for me. Hopefully it's going good for y'all. Now we're on January 2nd. Oh, and don't forget about the meetups. Well, not the meetups, but I'll be in LA the 25th through the 28th. Make sure you hit me up if you're in the LA area. I might even make a visit to San Diego. Then I will be in Dallas. I will be back in Dallas. I love my time in Dallas, but I hated that I didn't get to meet any of you guys. So I will be there the 21st through the 26th March in Dallas. If y'all in the Dallas area and y'all want to meet AT2, the Blueprint, the Standard, the Innovator. I added a new one, the Innovator, the Godfather of YouTube. Make sure you hit me up. I'll be in Dallas. Then lastly, in April, I'm going to be in Vegas for almost half a month. So make sure you guys hit me up. And then Katorbe, shout out to Katorbe. She is hosting a YouTube meetup the 26th or the 28th. But I will be there on the 20th. Hit me up if you're in Vegas. And you know I love the casinos. And you know I love me a buffet that sells crab legs. So hit me up, y'all. But anyway, we're going to be out of here. I'm going to get my ass to bed because I am tired. I'm exhausted. I'm already starting to get a headache. So I need to go ahead and go to bed. But I love y'all. Be safe out there and just love one another. That's what I want to tell y'all, really. And let me know if y'all like my new intro. Hold on, let me play it.